breakdown with the cost estimates for each of the portal options. In other words, if it was Fairfield, how much, Yeronga, how much, Yeronga, how much. I should say, for those of you that are interested, is that we'll provide written responses so that you'll have all of this detail. Because this one involves a lot of detail, so I might just give you some of the headlines of this one. Really, when we went through a costing exercise, we had to consider a whole range of things. So we consider each option individually, and we consider the components of the project within each of the options. And the sort of components that we contemplate when we're costing up a project is how much it costs to design the project, what length of tunnel, how much the tunneling, which is a high cost item, the cost of the station, the structures, the cost of stabling, all of the track work, the overhead, the power, rail systems, tunnel systems, risk. So we have to actually put a cost against the risk involved in a project, and of course the cost of property that would need to be acquired for the project to occur. So in costing out each of the options, that's what we've gone to. We've gone to that level of detail. Now, if you've read the report on the internet on the Southern Portal, basically the difference in cost were all compared to the Fairfield option. Now, Fairfield was the cheapest option. The Yeronga option was 186 million more than Fairfield. Yeronga 160 million more than Fairfield. And Maruka was 555 million more than Fairfield. Now, I think the purpose of the question was to understand the differences between the Maruka option and the Yeronga option. Now, there was a difference of $395 million between what it would cost to build the Maruka option, for our best estimates, and the Yeronga option that is the preferred option. And the key elements driving that cost are the extra length of tunnelling, and that's worth about $280 million. So the fact that we're tunnelling for that significantly longer length costs $280 million. The extra structures involved, that's both the portal structures and the access to stabling, the overpasses further south under that option, would be $157 million extra for the Maruka option. And I've got a number of other elements, I don't want to bore you here, but there would be an estimated 42 million extra property in the Maruka option. And I think one of the things that perhaps hasn't been contemplated in this Maruka option is that we would need to resume for a new stabling site and an estimated cost of around 130 million for 15 hectares for that stabling site. There were some offsets, of course, as part of the difference between the Maruka and the Yeronga option. So the Maruka option, because it didn't have, in the way that we costed a Yeronga station, there was a $39 million less in station costs for the Maruka option, and $42 million less for train control and communications because of the way that it was separated. Now there's a couple of other items there that are of lower figures, but those were the significant items.